What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today we're learning all about Sagittarius. I am so excited because I'm a fire sign myself. I'm an Aries, so whenever I get to other fire signs in the Zodiac calendar, I get very, very excited about it. So I'm so happy to share Sagittarius with you guys today. So if you are new here, every month at the start, normally at the start of the astrological sign, I post a video just giving you some tidbits of general information, love and sex life, career and money, the creepiest thing about your sign. I love doing that part of the video. It is always so much fun. So if you'd like to learn more about Sagittarius, you are definitely in the right place. If you would like to see the other signs that I've done from Aries through Sagittarius, check out the playlist linked up above. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see the rest of the Zodiac signs. We only have a couple more to go. I can't believe it. But this is the look I came up for Sagittarius. They are the archer. They're always out on the hunt. So I wanted to do some very graphic liner with the colors that represent them, which I will show you in just a second. So this is the vibe that we're going for today. I had a little bit of a struggle trying to figure my hair out, but I just, went with it. But this is a look that I came up with, and if you are not familiar with astrology, there's so much more to you than just your sun sign. So if you don't fully relate to everything I'm talking about in this video, there's a whole birth chart that makes up your being, but the main ones that people tend to focus on are your big three, which is your sun, your moon, and your rising. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere else in your chart, this video, you may relate to parts of it, but also check out my other videos for the other aspects of your chart too to see if you relate to those. So without further ado, let's get started into Sagittarius. I start every video off talking about the color spectrum of the sign, and this month it was a little difficult for me because I don't have that many like moody jewel tone shadows. But the color spectrum of Sagittarius is very dark, very moody, which I find like interesting because fire sign, you would think like bright, fiery colors, but we have a lot of dark purple, some navy blue, some, regular tone blues. We do have a lot of darker greens and some brown, black, and nude colors. So the colors I went for today was like more of a maroon, a dark blue, a dark green, and then like this really pretty, almost holographic looking purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the eyeshadows because I did do a graphic liner. It's a little bit difficult to see what shadows that I'm using. So I just wanted to show you really fast what the color looks like matte, and then the eyeshadow topper that I used on top of that. So for two shadows, I used a topper today. The other two already had shimmer in them, and we were good to go with that. Now that we know what our color story is, we can get into the tutorial and you can see how I did this. And I just realized I filmed this whole thing without having mascara on. So before I take my pictures, I will be putting mascara on. Oh man, it is one of those days. Okay, let's see how I got this graphic liner. And this is what the look looks like with falsies on. So just had to show the completed look since I got too excited and forgot to do it before I filmed my intro and outro. So love that for me. Sagittarius season runs from November 22nd through December 21st, and their ruling planet is Jupiter. Strengths of Sagittarius include being generous, idealistic, and they have a great sense of humor. Weaknesses include promising more than they can actually deliver, being very impatient, and they will say anything no matter how undiplomatic it may be. Sagittarius likes freedom, traveling, philosophy, and being outdoors. They tend to dislike clingy people, being constrained, off-the-wall theories, and details. Ruled by Jupiter, the planet of growth and opportunity, the sign of the archer is an internal student, looking for enlightenment through new ideas, people, and places. Sagittarius is on the hunt for the biggest, best experiences life has to offer. They have a positive and outgoing personality that makes them the life of any party. With a love of adventure and all things exotic, the worldly archer just wants to soak it all in. Sagittarius is driven by a constant need to explore and expand their mind, heart, and their awareness to the fullest extent. Fiery and free, Sagittarius knows that the only limits are the ones we create for ourselves. Curious and energetic, Sagittarius is one of the biggest travelers among all zodiac signs. Their open mind and philosophical views motivates them to wander around the world in search of the meaning of life. Sagittarius is an extrovert, optimistic, enthusiastic, and they like changes. Sagittarius placements are able to transform their thoughts into concrete actions, and they will do anything to achieve their goals. Like other fire signs, Sagittarius needs to be constantly in touch with the world to experience as much as possible. Their enthusiasm has no bounds, and therefore people born under the Sagittarius sign possess a great sense of humor and intense curiosity. Freedom is their greatest treasure because only then can they travel and explore different cultures and philosophies. Because of their honesty, Sagittarius placements are often impatient and tactless when they need to say or do something, so it's important to learn and express themselves in a tolerant and socially acceptable way. Sagittarius in love. People born under the sign of Sagittarius are very playful and humorous, which means they will enjoy having fun with their partners. Partners who are equally open will certainly suit the passionate, expressive Sagittarius who is willing to try almost anything. For the sign, there is always a thin line between love and sex. Their love for change and diversity can bring a lot of different faces into their bedroom. But when they are truly in love, they're very loyal, faithful, and dedicated. They want their partners to be intellectual, sensitive, and expressive. Sagittarius, friends, and family. Sagittarius is very fun and always surrounded by friends. Sagittarius placements love to laugh and enjoy the diversity of life and culture, so they easily acquire many friends around the world. They are generous and not ones to lecture. When it comes to family, Sagittarius is dedicated and willing to do almost anything. Sagittarius, career and money. When Sagittarius born visualize something in their minds, they will do everything they can to achieve it. They always know what to say in a given situation, and they are great salespeople. Sagittarius favors different tasks and dynamic atmospheres. Jobs such as being a travel agent, photographer, researcher, artist, ambassador, importer, and exporter suit this free-spirited person. The fun-loving Sagittarius enjoys making and spending money. Considered to be the happiest of the zodiac, Sagittarius does not care much where they earn their money. They take risks and are very optimistic. They believe that the universe will provide everything they need. What we love about Sagittarius. There's never a dull moment with Sagittarius around. Their friendly, outgoing attitude and interesting philosophical conversations keep others happily engaged. Why Sagittarius drives us nuts. Carefree Sagittarius can be reckless in both action and words, and may hurt others inadvertently with blunt honesty or thoughtless acts. Advice for Sagittarius. Sagittarius speeds through life with an aggressive eagerness for new things, but you would be wise to slow down and stick with something for a few minutes. Sagittarius celebrities include Miley Cyrus, which is my favorite, by the way. If you want to understand Sagittarius more, just listen to her music. It's pretty in your face, especially her newest single, Midnight Sky, is like literally about being a Sagittarius. We also have Brad Pitt, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Samuel L. Jackson, Steven Spielberg, Walt Disney, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Ben Stiller. Now it's time for my favorite part of the video, which is the creepiest thing about a Sagittarius, which isn't so juicy this time around, in my opinion. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. But apparently, according to the Bustle article, the creepiest thing about a Sagittarius is that they run from their feelings. Are we surprised? No. Sagittarius is an escapist, and they will run from feelings, conflict, and responsibility, and can be oblivious to the feelings of others. Boundaries and restraints create the Sagittarius desire to flee and escape. Sagittarius, lover of freedom, is most likely to run away from their problems. Some of us hide, some of us deceive, some of us confront. Meanwhile, Sagittarius is off in a whole other world. Because Sagittarius craves freedom more than anything, they often don't invest the time it takes to understand and solve relationship problems. There is always a new adventure to be had and new people to meet. Sagittarius wants to learn and create without responsibility on their shoulders, and so instead of focusing on a problem, they tend to gloss over their issues. Since Sagittarius is also the sign of optimism and luck, they tend to be successful in not having to face their problems. Lucky you, Sagittarius. This is the final look for the video. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you relate to the most? What didn't you relate to? Do you think Sagittarius got a harsh read? I think their read was very pleasant. So as always, all the sources are linked down in the bio. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out so you don't miss the next video in this series. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.